Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. It's been a while, hasn't it? A good 24 hours. How are we all doing? The last 24 hours, as far as I'm concerned. That sounds very final. I meant more like it's the last of. I'm on vacation. What I'm trying to say. I don't have work tomorrow, so I get to relax, and by relax I mean get in a car and sit in traffic for hours. Very excited for that. I do get a haircut though. I'm very excited about that for actual reals. Which reminds me, I never actually did check if I have enough bleach. So there is that. But yeah, end of the week for me. Tomorrow is a day where I get my paycheck, even though my paycheck technically is Friday. My bank gives me my money 2 days ahead of time, so that's cool. But yeah, Thanksgiving around the corner for all of us in the US. That's a thing. Hope everyone's ready, prepared. If they're going anywhere, if they're doing Friendsgivings, that kind of a thing. My mother keeps texting me about whether I'm going to have what's it called? Creamed onions. She loves creamed onions. She makes them every single year. But like I don't really like them. She and my grandmother like them. My grandmother's not joining us this year, so she texted me to ask if I wanted any this year, and I'm like, I will try one again to see if anything has changed since the last time I tried these. But don't count on me having a lot. So I don't want her to not make them, but at the same time, I also understand if she's going to be the only one that makes them. Only one that eats them, then does she want to be the one that makes them? That's the point that I'm trying to make here. There was something I was going to do here. Right. There it is. What's going on with you? See if that works better. Okay. So fiddling with all the settings again. I also realized I was supposed to pre-register for a convention that's happening in literally a week. And I haven't done that yet. Mostly because I can't come up with a good name. It's like a tradition to have silly names. I also don't have my card in here. All right, I'm gonna hold on to this then. We're gonna just put this away, and during my break, we'll do it. During my break. Maybe we'll come up with something during the stream. So it's usually like puns or something like that, or something dumb. You know, sometimes it's just a meme, sometimes it's a pun. I know in the past, and I think in the future, actually, I think the next one that I'm going to, the one that I'm actually on the board of directors for, I'm going as Vape Cod. So, as dumb as that is, I've been denied before. They won't let me do Pissy Patty, which was a thing that I legitimately heard in an airport. I don't think that's the person's actual name, but like that's who they were calling to the gate. So, not sure what that's about. It's also going to be my first time flying in like 2.5 years. Last time I flew was March of 2020. And I'm going to fly for the first time next Thursday. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. I am flying on JetBlue too, which I'm not happy about. No, it's just silly things. I mean, I've done, let's see, I've done, Vape Cod was one. I've done, Trying to remember some of these others. Vape Cod is one. I've done Margaret Thatcher, no relation, in parentheses. Limousine Liberal. I think I even have that one sitting over here. It is not a work conference. it is a convention. Yeah, not for work. Not serious in any way. Let's see. But I do have to keep it like PG-13 because they do stop you if you try to do something like that. Yep, I've done Mary Poppin Lockins. I've done that one before. I swear I've done some other really good ones. I have a list here, but I think I've gone through the majority of the list, which is why I can't use it again. And some of these I can't use because they're too risque or a little too close to risque. Yeah. Oh, I haven't done Communist Homophile Infiltrator yet. I can't, unfortunately, do Cuck Schumer, because that's perfect. Liberal Sexual Deviancy, another one I can't do. Pokemon Go to the Polls, one word. I could do that one, though. Although, maybe I did that. Submissive Kleptomaniac. The Unseen Hole. Vibrating Body Lotion. These were, I think these came up during a D&D session. And then there's the trio, Vape Cod, Dab Tucket, and Martha's Meme Yard. Good stuff. Good stuff. What is that? I'll delete that. Oh, I have old shit in this. I can delete that because I never want to use that recipe again. Okay, yep, that's officially done. Little Bow Commander Shepard. Unfortunately, that one won't fit on the badge. It is short. It is a relatively short thing. Trophy of the Shire. Let me get the game going. Come on. Work for me. Let me get this game going. This experience. The strangeness of it all. Come on. I have ice cream today. All right, pick up where we left off, I guess. Accessing all these things with our maimed mother who cut her hand while trying to open this doohickey, I guess. Just jump right into this and see what happens.
Let's see if I can work it out myself. It looks like a kind of control panel. There's a cross-shaped slot there. I'd say you've got to place a claim on the third cross in it.
No shit.
Looks like certain mechanisms I've seen before. I wouldn't be surprised if I had to put the claim of the third cross in it.
I thought we were going to look at the thing in front of us.
You ought to go, Louis. If someone finds us here, the situation might well become seriously complicated.
I don't think anyone's going to find us here. Problem solved.
What on earth is that? A disc with information engraved in the metal? An iris that should open, I imagine, and blood. There are Roman numerals, Arab numbers, and town names.
Go on. I'm listening. What do you think?
On each engraved piece of information, there's a hole. Those are for the nails, right?
That's
She
absolutely
is. Yep. She is having a rough time.
Did you succeed in opening this iris?
Yes, by putting the cross on the console and the 3 nails on the disc, the iris opens. It gives access to a hole where I put my hand, thinking I could fully open the iris. There's a handle at the bottom, and as you can see, it didn't turn out very well for me.
Got it. Ugh.
Mother? The dried blood. There.
Yes, it's mine. Sorry if I stained everything, but I must admit that at the time my thoughts were more on the pain than cleaning up after myself.
She's very blasé about the fact that she just cut off her hand by accident. Murder, She Wrote. Oh, there's something there, I'm sure. Could do something with Jessica Fletcher or JB Fletcher.
Famous cross of Claymont III. Perfect.
Well,
One key found.
found that. Trait links.
Devil's Thorn.
Let's see if I can work it out myself. Looks
Or
like
you
I
could
found a
just
control
put
panel.
the thing in there? No? Okay, never mind.
You ought to go, Louis. If someone finds us here, the situation might well become seriously complicated.
So like every person who's like been hurt at any point through this game so far has had like the bloodied eye, but as far as I can tell, they have never been hit in their eye or anything like that. And like at that point, the point where you have like bloodshot eyes because of trauma, like physical trauma, it's usually because like you've undergone extreme physical trauma, which like I don't know, she just had her hand cut off. Like, not saying that she should be looking all great and whatever, but like, why is her face fucked up? What happened? Doom with a View. That is a great fucking name. I already like that. Let me see if I can get some more doohickeys. Or is that not a thing?
Right. It's definitely an armillary sphere, but I have to find one that I can take with me. Otherwise, I risk drawing too much attention to my comings and goings. Now, where can I find a smaller one?
I must find one that I can take with me, otherwise I may draw attention,
Let's see if the statues are in place yet.
because yeah, the fact that you're draw attention with that sphere is the key of the issue there, isn't it? Isn't it? Everyone should be pretty much in place. Except for that one, apparently.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep.
That statue is not positioned correctly.
Okay.
Open sesame.
Oh.
So that's the exegesis of Judas. I hope Mortimer doesn't read it very often. Otherwise, he's going to notice that someone's stolen it. But that's just too bad. I need it.
Stolen. Woo! I don't think there's anything more we need here.
I've got what I need. Now let's not waste any more time.
I need it! Ice cream is a very good choice. Ooh. I've been dealing with this really annoying sore throat for over a week now. I went to see the doctor today about it. My roommates were sick the 2 weeks before last, and so I kind of just assumed that I had caught whatever they got. But I've developed none of their symptoms. They had like really bad cough and lots of aches. It was a lot more cold, flu-ish. I did make them test for COVID several times. And I myself have tested for COVID a couple of times at this point as well. Always negative. So that's good. But it does kind of mean that I don't know what it is. And it doesn't really fit the profile of literally anything else. So I've been kind of just waiting for it to feel better. And it just hasn't. It just hasn't.
God damn it, Orishi! Are you joking or what? You sell me pipe dreams about Mortimer's project, and a few hours later, one of your allies completely breaks down. Is this what Mortimer's side is all about? What am I going to do now?
Come now, my Lord Duke. You know very well that at this level, things can get pretty rough. You ought to be used to it.
That actually makes me feel better. If someone else is dealing with it or has dealt with it, like...
What can I do for you?
I'm dreaming. My mother was right. He's not going to tell me one word about what happened to Emily. To tell you the truth, I'm in search of an armillary sphere. You wouldn't know where I can find it, would you?
Well, well. So you do have a passion for astronomy. Von Vollner has already bored me quite enough with all of his endless stories. You ought to concentrate, Louis. Politics is an art that requires all one's attention. Refrain from spreading yourself too thin, and leave stargazing to the poets.
What can I say? I'm only...
Ask Vollner. I am sure he must have it among his effects.
Perfect. Thank you, my Lord Duke.
Leave me now.
See you later.
It's thank you, Your Grace. Just saying. Your Grace.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
And that's pretty much the only symptom, that's the thing.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Okay. Weird. I'm glad to know that other people are dealing with this. It's kind of frustrating that it is a thing. But like, yeah, it's literally just a sore throat. I wake up in the morning and I've got like a face full of mucus, but within an hour that's gone. Stuff is dripping down the back of my throat, but other than that, there's nothing else. No fever, no splotchiness, like... what am I looking for? I'm looking for...
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir. And I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have...
That's not manipulation. That's called gaslighting. There's a difference.
You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now.
But sir, I... Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Louis, stop being a dick.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
Stop being such a dick.
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
What? That's the last straw. Lord Mortimer himself asked me to take the seat.
So wait, do the servants have like nothing but vulnerabilities? Are they literally just okay?
I accepted out of kindness. The voyage was undertaken in conditions that I prefer not speak about. And then at long last I arrive and you refuse me a simple flask of Carmelite water?
No, sir, I...
Your name. Tell me your name.
Here, sir, your Carmelite water. Please accept my sincerest apologies. If sir requires anything else whatsoever, sir has only to ask.
What a dick he is.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
My good fellow, would you have any amber available? Why?
I would, but unfortunately, I don't think I am authorized to use
This is turning into its own fucking meme.
a precious stone.
Amber.
No point in lying, you know. I know full well you haven't got any.
I would never think of lying, sir. I don't believe I am authorized to give it away, that is all.
Amber? Here? I'd be surprised.
Yet I assure you, sir,
No, you're pulling my leg. I don't believe you.
I wouldn't dare to
More gaslighting.
Yeah, sure. You're just leading me on. I dare you to show it to me, if you really have some.
Well, then, sir, here is a piece.
Ah, right. Well, I'm impressed. Can you lend it to me for a minute?
Of course, sir. Here.
Wow, I can hardly believe it. Well, I have other questions.
Of course, sir. But, sir, I believe you haven't given me back the amber, sir.
What? What amber?
The piece I gave to sir.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You really ought to look after your things. It can't be easy to come across amber in these parts.
Well, does sir desire anything else?
Louis, why are you such a fucking bitch? Seriously. Okay, well, moving on, I guess. What a dickbag.
Not too shocked.
I beg your pardon?
About Peru this morning. I asked you if you weren't too shocked by it all.
Can I do diversion with him? I guess I can.
And yourself? Not too shook up?
The only thing that matters to me about that stupid man Peru is the disastrous situation in which it puts us for the conference vote. I wonder why Mortimer even allowed him to roam around the manor armed. He was a veritable public danger.
Indeed. You don't seem to be too affected. Tell me. I was wondering. You wouldn't know where to find an armillary sphere, would you?
Do you really think this is the right time? Oh, ask Volner. I am sure he will know. What with him being passionate about astronomy, you ought to get on fine together. Leave me now. I need to think of a solution.
I won't keep you any longer. See you later, monsieur.
You know, Mom's whole, like, demons thing is, looking less unlikely
I'll retrieve it later.
than I thought. Just saying.
Chronicles of the Amber Princess. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
I don't think I've actually gone this way. Oh, it's the council chamber. Oh, you can go in here now? Bomb around in here. What's up? What's up?
Great. Honey.
I see you there. Don't hide from me. So when I talked to the servant to try and get stuff out of him, I thought it was like you turn in some of the coins, right? But no, I guess you just fucking manipulate the shit out of him, gaslight him until he gives you stuff. And yeah, Middlesex education. So I think it's like the perfect name for a drag show. Like, I think it's the perfect name for a drag show. I'm so disappointed no one's done anything about it. Dante's Inferno. See, the thing is, I'm actually not that bad at coming up with like full-on drag names, but what room is this? Whose room is this? Ah. Where did I figure out the nails were? Orno took it back. Ah, hidden in his special room or whatever. George Washington. My favorite drag name that I've ever come up with. Like, I will never stop talking about how great this is, and I think people are getting sick of me at this point, but I don't care. Oh wait, I can finally go into the Cardinal's room? Ha! So a friend of mine wanted to do a literary drag name, and they were like Hedda Gobbler, and I'm like, that's great, I love it, I need something that works just like it. So Enema, right? Anna Karenima, right? It's great. I don't care what you actually think.
By Pompeo Petoni. This should help Piaggio feel at home.
Anna Karenima.
Torquemada. Quite the contrast. Wow. The fanatical priest who created the Inquisition sends shivers down the spine.
Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve.
Destruction of the Temple of Jerusalem by Francesco Hayez. The Roman destruction by Titus. I have no time to lose, so I might as well not bother him.
Yeah, you don't need to bother him. But we do need to read his shit.
From joining you. Please thank Sir Gregory for his invitation to Lord Mortimer's. I'm convinced you'll be able to strengthen our agreements. Please tell Sir Gregory that his enterprise concerning our friend, Cardinal Bishop Chiaramonti, is following its course. I place my trust in you. May God bless you and give you protection. SS Giovanni Angelico Praschi.
My roommate says that I'm lame. Well, that's nice. I think I'm amazing. That's all that needs to matter. There's some royal jelly right there.
John the Baptist. Youth with a Ram by Caravaggio. A very sensual vision and very far from the usual representations of St. John.
Sexy.
The Lying Girl by Boucher. Here's a painting of mischievous eroticism. I wonder what Piaggio must think of this.
So out in the front part of Piaggio's room, the Cardinal's room, is all like Roman Catholic shit, and then in here it's all like
The Rape of the Daughters of Lucipis by Rubens. Surprising choice for His Eminence Piaggi.
sexy shit.
Amber crystals.
Amber crystals. Ah, no, that's just another handwritten note thing. Okay, fair enough.
Love Triumphant by Caravaggio. Now there's someone for whom the sex of angels is no mystery. Venus and Cupid with a Satyr by Correggio. Innocence, indiscretion, and lechery. Giuseppe must love that.
He is a Catholic priest, so probably not that far off, to be honest. Can't go outside? Not allowed to go outside? Not allowed to go outside. Okay. Help, I'm stuck! Okay. Say, what's going on with Emily? Is she like okay? Is she missing?
Dear E, I received your last letter.
She is not here. That's disturbing.
2 coils circle the lock.
Dear Gregory, thank you for the information. I've managed to find out about the names you gave me. George Washington is a man you can trust. In spite of his obvious talent for politics, he has remained upright and honest. On the other hand, as you may well know, he is already doing business with Lord Mortimer. It will be more difficult to approach him. Napoleon Bonaparte was unknown to me until today. He's a passionate young French soldier for whom Mortimer predicts a promising future. Take heed. He is a man of conviction, which to my mind makes him potentially dangerous. As for Sarah de Richet, what more is there to say? You already know each other. She was apparently invited by Lord Mortimer about an ongoing matter in Paris that concerns a receiver in stolen art. See you soon. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Okay. Bony part.
My dearest son,
Sorry, sir, but Mr. Peru is not seeing visitors at the moment. He's resting and is to see no one. Good luck.
Where's one Volner's rooms? The next one? Yeah. We'll go there first.
An armillary sphere. Perfect. That will save me some time. I only hope that he isn't going to realize it right away.
Alright. I mean, you can just take it. It's fine. The Bible's in this room. Oh, fuck!
Glad you're here.
Blasted. He's gonna talk about my mother.
Come and see what I found. There are pieces of paper in the ashes of the chimney. Someone's been burning something here.
Incredible. He doesn't seem to want to speak to me about what happened between my mother and the Hillsborough sisters. Show me a little.
Look, it's possible to distinguish 2 different writing styles.
The rest of the correspondence between my mother and Emma.
Someone tried to burn an exchange of messages. I'm certain there must be more.
Shit. What on earth is he doing?
Which one is he immune to? I think he's immune to one of these. Oh, I don't know. Shit.
Ah, I see. I know what it's about.
Do you know who was doing their communicating in this room?
Get him drunk.
But Of course, we must keep it to ourselves, because it is still a sensitive matter. Volner and Elizabeth had an affair. Volner hinted that he found a way to remain discreet about it. I admit it is ingenious.
Well, I would
Need to
never.
do is just get some of his laudanum.
Delighted to have helped, but I still have to find my mother.
Of course. We shall see each other later in that case.
Wasted enough time. The Bible.
Okay, that was a thing that happened.
The Bible's still there.
So yeah, nobody's talking about the Duchess killing the not Duchess. I know, right? It's hammer space in there. You have to press the little pedal, right?
Right. This time, it'll be a lot quicker. If I remember rightly, the code was 1191.
So you're gonna do it? Okay, no, I have to do it. Yeah, no, that's the thing. They can control some thought, so it's lending some credence to her accusation here.
Of course.
Of course.
Weaknesses of the Human Psyche by Gilhelm Trimore.
Wow, they just didn't even bother to translate that. They just left it in French.
Gilhelm Trimore. Trimore. An anagram of Mortimer. Wow. Arrogant enough to publish writings on mental control in full view of everyone. I wonder who he's writing for. Weaknesses of the Human Psyche by Gilhelm Trimore.
Either that they have kind of made them forget, or
My mother says he is. This map of the world's slave traffic is even worse than I thought.
either that he words are not working.
Conference might be focused on the United States, but Mortimer has an eye everywhere, which is not very reassuring if he really is a demon.
The Devil's Thorn, to be used to uncover the best.
It's locked.
In there.
Golden elixir. I'll keep it for later.
The map of Europe. Someone's written 26 million in France. It's the estimated population of France. Mortimer knows very well that France has a higher population than its neighbors. He's preparing for it to go to war and knows he can make it happen by stirring up the people. I'm standing in front of a lesson of absolute mastery in military strategy, which is absolutely spine-chilling if it turns out that Mortimer is a demon. Troops are directed towards Italy. I get the feeling that Piaggi's going to be in for a hard time.
I just remembered what I was trying to say. Either that they've kind of caused everyone to forget, or to just kind of like not quite forget, but, you know, just like not think about it.
If more
Everyone's talking about Jacques Peru.
the United States will indeed double in size, it would mean the end of the Spanish presence in North America. A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Better pick up everything that's not nailed down. Get it? Because I need to pick the nails. Ha ha ha. Nailed down. I'm funny.
Who could Mortimer have locked in there? There! Those are the nails I was looking for. I noticed they were old and rusty, but I hadn't noticed these traces of... Could that be blood? Is it really the relic of the Holy Cross? I can hardly believe it.
Alright. Something, something. Like... Indiana Jones.
Feathers, pigeons probably. Looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton. What on earth could that be?
Alright, let's get out of here. I know, right? It is very urgent sounding.
All right, come on. Let's get out of here. 6466, if I remember correctly.
Oh good, I didn't have to actually do it. We're only on chapter 3 still, so I can only assume that something will go wrong. As that is how this works. You know, generally. I'm very bad at this. I like how it's very easy for that to get stuck in my head, though. Like, very easy. Mom! Alright, where does it go wrong? She's still here. Okay.
So, good. You've managed to gather all the keys.
Yes, that's right. I have everything. What should I start with?
Place the Clement III cross on the console. Then you have to put the nails on the disc of the door.
What hole should I put the nails in?
Well, I can't really advise you there, because I haven't exactly made the best choices myself. All I can say is that you have to insert 1 to choose a town, 1 to choose a chapter, and 1 to choose a verse.
What theme did you start with?
As the fresco shows the birth of Christ, I placed 1 nail in Bethlehem, 1 in chapter 2, and 1 in verse 6. The iris opened a little. I thought it was normal. Behind the aperture of the iris, there is a duct in which I put my hand. I felt something like a valve at the bottom. I thought by turning it the door would open, or the iris would open completely, or something else would happen. Instead, I felt something like an axe cut off my hand. I really thought it was the end of me.
What did you do then?
Well, although I had made some unfortunate choices, I was lucky in that Mortimer was well stocked with drugs. I raided his supplies of medicine.
All right, my turn now.
Okay.
Impress me. I'll shut up and let you concentrate.
What am I supposed to do with this?
The cycle of the moons has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
This exegesis contains comments from Judas on the different Gospels. It only contains certain chapters and verses, and the chapters are indicated by Roman numerals. The lexicon refers to different chapters and verses from the exegesis of Judas. Chapter 2, verse 6. Jesus was born of Mary and Joseph on the 22nd of Teveth at midnight, 3762, in the village of Bethlehem. Chapter 2, verse 6. And so it was that, while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered of a child. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. Chapter 2.
Nope. Shit.
Verse 6.
Okay. Hold on. My lord, finish improving the lock on your reinforced door as agreed. Use 7 lighters to open it, the cross, the nails, Gutenberg Bible, exegesis, military sphere, correspondence of dates with different calendars.
And so it was.
Is he really going to talk about it again? Yeah.
The days were accomplished that she should be delivered of a child. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. The fresco clearly shows the birth of Christ.
Louis, I can assure you that that is not the solution to this enigma. This fresco's only purpose is to mislead. I know that now. Please, focus on another theme about Christ.
We'll have to trust her. You could see that the paint has come off in parts. Difficult to see what was there, but I can distinguish the letters N-R-I. Nothing more. Why, of course. I-N-R-I. Jesus Nazarenus Rex Eudorum. These initials stand for Jesus the Nazarene, King of the Jews.
Okay.
This is the inscription which
Sure.
appears on the cross at the crucifixion of Jesus. If If Mortimer deliberately set a trap by showing the birth of Christ, then maybe the solution is the contrary. The death of Christ in that case?
Okay.
Chapter 19, verse 17. Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head. Chapter 19, verse 17. And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha.
Oh, that's one. Golgotha,
And two others
1917.
on either side, and Jesus in the midst. Chapter 19, verse 17.
Yeah, 1917.
Jesus
Okay.
was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem.
Golgotha.
The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head. Chapter 19.
Shit! No!
Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
Okay. So we've got Golgotha. 19 should be XIX. 17.
It works.
Well done, Louis. I hadn't seen those other wheels. Try connecting the theme to see if it goes all the way.
There must surely be a connection between the wheels. This wheel represents the different moons. In the occult sciences, we represent the full moon by an X. As for the dark moon, called the new moon, in cults, it's often associated with something harmful. There are different icons on this wheel, but it looks like some of them can't be connected to the other wheels. I think I can make out each one of the icons apart from the one covered in blood. Going clockwise from the one I just mentioned, we have the halo that represents the resurrection. The waves represent the baptism of Jesus. It's more difficult to identify the next one. Maybe a crib and...
That's swaddling clothes, you idiot.
Linked to the birth of Christ. The red herring that my mother followed. Then, the symbol represents the crown of thorns that Jesus wore during his crucifixion. The dove also represents the baptism. Certainly another red herring. Then comes the symbol of the Trinity. And finally, the candle that must stand for the Last Supper.
Okay, so we're gonna keep going with that one.
This
with the
wheel contains several
dates,
symbols
though.
made up of one or two figures and one letter. The highest figure does not exceed 31, and each letter corresponds to a month of the year. A for April, and M for March. I think these symbols must represent a specific date.
Okay.
Chapter 19, verse 17. Jesus was crucified.
8th of Nisan.
8th of Nisan, 3793.
Okay.
Near Jerusalem. The Romans.
That's 8th of April then.
The moon's shadow moves from west to east. During new moon,
the moon is entirely in the shadow. Then, the shadow moves from west to east.
Okay, but I need to obviously input a date.
States. Waxing crescents, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, and the cycle starts over with the full shadowed new moon.
Ah, here we go. Oh, I gotta double check when this actually is then. Wait. Eighth of April is also the oh. Six for job 611. No. Oh wait, there it is.
6th of Rajab, 611, waxing crescent.
Alright, which one's waxing crescent? Okay, let's try this. Icons need to stay put. 8th of April. Waxing crescent. It didn't do anything. Well, oh, I guess maybe it doesn't necessarily need to be aligned with the top. Well, because it's the crucifixion still, right? Crucifixion, 8th of April, and a waxing crescent. The crucifixion is the crown of thorns. Unless they go somewhere else. I guess maybe they go somewhere else. Question then is, where exactly? 17, I suppose? Oh, whoops. Okay. Okay. Still not doing it for me here. Waxing is increasing. Yeah. So maybe I have them moves backwards? No. Yeah, I was just about to say that. I feel like I'm really close. Oh, okay. This makes no sense. All right. So the crucifixion symbol itself needs to be near Golgotha, for the thorns. 8th of April needs to be near Bethlehem, because that's the one that's closest to 19, which makes fucking sense. So up to the top. And then first quarter aligned with Bethesda, closest town to the nail in 17. Shouldn't it just go? Why isn't it going? Oh, do I have to stick my hand in? Maybe that's why. Is there a picture of which symbol is the... I just want to see a picture of this. I'll be happy. It's that part right at the end right there that's nervous. Okay. Yeah, it's in the wrong spot. Really? 1 quarterlet moon. Is that really what it is? I thought a waxing crescent would be a crescent, not a half moon. Okay. Huh. Hope I did this right. One more place to look at here. Yeah, nope, that is correct. All right, stick the hand in the hole and let's see what happens.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Good luck.
Wow, thanks, Mom. Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever! Oh, I was right.
Doubted you, my son.
Did you? Did you though? Trait unlocked, big head. Solve the puzzle, point logic. Was an excellent reference. Alternate paths, good. Okay. Next, here we go.
I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Louis, you really must learn to conceal your weaknesses better, if you don't want your foes to use them against you.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all.
and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Wait. Okay. That took a really long time. Whoa. This is a place.
But where are we?
I don't know, but we better not hang around. Be careful, Mother. As if me saying that will make any difference. Knowing Mortimer...
Bigger on the inside.
He rigged his crypt with traps.
So you think the door is not enough?
Do you want to wager your other hand?
You've got a point there. We have to find that weapon. What do you know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
The what?
The Lance of Longinus the Centurion.
Yes. The centurion that pierced the side of Christ with his lance. That weapon naturally became a holy relic.
Exactly.
Seriously? You don't really believe that fable, do you?
Every fable is founded on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very well. Now what?
Well, now you know what you need to find.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to prepare our departure. Let's get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang on.
Louis, let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You take care of getting the lance. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
Hang on. At least tell me everything you know about this lance.
But I have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can always go snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
Hang on a second.
What's the matter?
Why did you shoot Emily's sister?
Do you really think now is the right time for this?
Oh, we already covered this, but...
I want to know, Mother. Why did you betray her?
Listen, Louis. I don't think you've really understood my interest in the Al-Azif. It's not just simple curiosity about some old relic.
You tried to kill her.
Yeah.
I had no choice, for crying out loud.
For crying out loud.
Fall into the hands of the demons, or we are all doomed. Don't you see? Listen, I don't know exactly what it contains, but I prefer to be one step ahead. If they want it, there must be a reason. And even if I don't know what it is, I want to stop them for safety's sake, no matter what.
Nothing will stop you if I understand correctly. Not even...
Enough, Louis. If you could see the extent of their power as I do, then you would understand what I'm saying.
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing.
What was the point of this?
If they find you in possession of the lance, they won't let you get away with it. Choose only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it. Then run and meet me on the wharf.
And if I get caught?
If they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Good. And go talk to Piaggi. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
Okay. So do I just go back then? Like... Oop. Very awkwardly run all the way back to find the cardinal. Well, I'm assuming we'll be in his room because I cannot think of anything else. Damn it. Getting the cardinals this way.
Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself. Oh, there he is.
Your Eminence, would you have a moment to spare?
Not now, Louis. Please, leave me alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to be alone.
Very well. I'm only searching for information about the lance of Longinus, the soldier. If you could...
You are not listening to me. You are playing with fire.
I heard you speak to Mr. von Wollner about it, and I was wondering if you could tell me something about it.
That was a private conversation. How could I have known that he was listening to us?
I see what you mean.
Louis, don't push it. Leave while you still can.
Your Eminence, are you all right? Your Eminence, are you with me? Can you turn around, please?
What do you want to know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
Your Eminence, turn around.
This is the weapon used by a Roman centurion on the very day Christ was nailed to the cross.
Look at me.
A possession thing.
Thrust his lance in the right side of Jesus.
Please.
As you wish.
His nose is bleeding.
So you are looking for the Holy Lance of Longinus, are you?
Of course, I haven't really had a chance to do anything. Yeah.
Your Eminence, you're worrying me. What is happening to you?
Nothing, Louis. Just a moment of weakness, but I'm better now. I am all ears. You are looking for the lance. You should know, you are not the only one. Lord Mortimer has spent a good part of his life and his fortune trying to find it. Never will he let you have it. But tell me, before going any further, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
No, you are the first I've spoken to about it, Your Eminence.
Come now, Louis. Are you quite sure of that?
That's an immunity.
Yes, my mother knows about it.
Of course, Sarah. Who else?
No one else.
What are you going to use the lance for, exactly?
I need it.
Why?
You won't understand.
Try me, Louis.
I need to protect myself with it.
Louis.
Talented.
I thank you for your sincerity. I shall answer you about Longinus. You deserve to be told. His spear-headed lance did indeed pierce the side of the Messiah. His blood gushed out, covering the head of the lance. It was covered in the blood of Christ.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Eminence.
You are welcome. Be careful, Louis. You are on a perilous path. Don't follow Sarah's demons, my boy. Don't delve too deeply into her delusions, or you won't be able to come back. The demons that she is frantically trying to drive away are in her own mind. Take good care of yourself. God keep you.
Okay. Sacred texts, artistic depictions, specialists in esotericism. Esotericism. Von Vollner? Artistic depictions, sacred texts, that would be the Bible, and that's in the crypt. So we know it's completely covered in the blood of Christ. This room is the one that's right here.
It seems like he isn't here.
Damn it.
What a mess. Looks like Volnor was interrupted. Looks a lot like straw, and he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. Straw on his desk, as if to protect something fragile. Yes, someone must have packed something away here. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before. Yes, it's definitely a drawing of the Lock of Al-Azif. Volnor must have kept a copy.
Johann, I know you're trying to find out what happened to Elizabeth, but it's getting out of hand now. Your escapade on the continent cost me enough as it is. I know it hasn't been easy for you leaving Elizabeth confined in her room for a month so she doesn't bump into Sarah, but to run away without warning, I had to lie to cover you, Johann. Act as if you arrived separately only a few days ago and persuade William to do the same with his guests. Oh. I demand that you come to your senses and take hold of yourself. I ask you to fetch something so we can get it off the island, not or to study in vain in hope of acquiring power. I won't give you any answers, let me be clear on that. At most, we will run the risk of losing again. So for the last time, please go and leave it at the agreed place. I can confirm that someone will pick it up immediately. Gregory. Ah. Interesting. Wait, what's this?
Look, a blotter. And apparently it's been used recently. I wonder what Volnor was going to write. It's smudged. It's not all legible. I can make out the signature though, and leave as if planned landing stage. So Volnor's
landing stage?
Going to leave Al-Azif at the landing stage, isn't he?
like the dock?
St. Longinus. Let's take a closer look at his lance. It is shaped like a leaf, like the real lance, maybe.
And it's got a little whoop whoop.
No, this is too easy. Mortimer's trying to throw me off the track again. It seems too visible to be true. Impossible not to see the statue on first glance, given its size. And Mortimer has no interest in making the shape of the true lance so easy to see. Hey, looks like there's a symbol engraved on the tip. Yes, a fish. The Christian fish, no doubt. It can't be a coincidence. It must have been done on purpose. Huh. Good thing I took a closer look.
Okay. It's nothing though. As we just determined that it is not, in fact, what he used or something.
Devil's thorn.
Hearing a little dink noise, which... Ah, there it is.
Adoration of the Shepherds with Saints Longinus and John. Giulio Romano, 1534. Longinus is holding the Holy Lance in his left hand, and I'll bet he's holding the sponge soaked in holy blood in the other hand. Yes! Here we can see that the Holy Lance is represented in the shape of a spear. I better make sure I check this twice. It's a work that dates from the Renaissance. There's nothing to say that it's not based on erroneous elements. This work is an order from Lord Mortimer. All the details have been conceived with a specific goal in mind. Upon closer examination, you can see that even the style clashes with that of most of the other works in the manor.
Okay.
Now, if Mortimer has taken special care as the conception and the exhibition of this painting in his study in the same way as for the nightmare painting, it must be of some significance. And that is indeed the true shape of the Holy Lance, a spear shape. But I believe what I read in the letter from Milan addressed to Mortimer. There's every reason to believe that this painting has been modified according to his guidelines to represent the true shape of the Holy Lance. A spear shape. There's only one way of being sure. I'll have to find other clues that will confirm this information.
Okay. Who then? Where? Okay.
Pardon me, monsieur, but I have work to do.
Okay. Ending thing is what it said. Can I get down there?
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of
Piece of
course.
shit.
What would you require?
No. Never mind.
The Fall of Phaeton, another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning for borrowing his father's chariot and losing control of it. Moral, don't steal. The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples. Christ Crucified by Velázquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alcudia.
Not opening up the secret room.
Allegory regarding the decoration of the rights of men. That's the least you could say.
Is he out here just like T-posing? You doing alright there, buddy? Totally stuck. Okay. Have fun, buddy. Have fun.
A swine in a salon. That's an odd choice of decor.
Well, I've gone around the entire downstairs here. I haven't found anything. Only one, importantly. Oh, well, I lied. I found Washington.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
I'm back on the trail of my mother again. I don't have time to explain, but would you know anything about the Holy Lance?
That's good news. But be careful, Louis. You might end up getting noticed.
Do you know anything or not?
No, I regret I don't. But why not ask von Wallner? Theology is his field, after all.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I can't find him.
I'll try and find him.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
You're right. Thanks for everything, Mr. President.
See you later.
See you later. You know, that classic saying that. You leave. Oh, I can actually go in his room now?
Dear Monsieur All right. I've retrieved everything.
Peru is not in his room.
Amber crystals.
Amber crystals. I mean, that one is the most...
Please come and join us. We must meet about the honor.
Dirty. The amber crystals one is probably the least awkward of all of them.
From William Pitt the Elder.
Dear
addressed
Gregory.
All right. I've retrieved everything. A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Emily has indeed some powerful backers.
Madam,
Dear E.
I am a little lost at this point. I don't know where I'm supposed to go to find Volner. He should be here, and he's not. Find him anywhere.
The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
I already checked out here, although religious shit.
Satan summoning his legions.
Oh, it's Satan,
Rather
never mind.
surprising for the decoration of a cardinal's room.
Okay, maybe not. Volner's room again.
It seems like he isn't here. The signs of obscurantism.
Yeah, give me... Double check this room.
Ooh. Chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Volner. So, let's see what Volner has in his bookcase. A few works on religions, 2 scientific essays about human thought. Most of these works are on alchemy. Longini Militis Fabulum. Ah, what have we here?
What
It looks
have
like
we?
a kind of biography on Longinus the Centurion. Truly, Volner has done everything he can to get information about that lance. I'd better keep this one, though.
Trichet?
Damn, that's all I need. Maybe he knows something about the lance.
What are you doing in my room?
Vulnerability is diversion. Got that.
Well, sir, I see you have some captivating books, and you seem to be rather interested in the famous Longinus.
No, it's, what's it to do with you?
I overheard you speaking with Piaggi. What are you two up to exactly?
No,
All right.
Oh, fine. Yes. We are looking for the Holy Lance. That imbecile has given Mortimer all the ones kept in the private collection of the Holy See. But it's not what you think. Hang on a minute. You're the one looking for the lance.
No,
Don't take me for a fool. You are looking for the Holy Lances.
What's the matter? You seem completely panicked at the idea I might be interested in this relic.
No, that's not true.
What are you so afraid of?
I'm not afraid.
You know Mortimer's got it, so you're not worried that I'd give it back to him.
What are
so
you?
Why are you so terrified of me being able to find it?
You have no idea what it is you're looking for. What are you playing at, Richet? Mortimer's the one who has that cursed lance.
How long have you been looking for it?
I see. You want it, and so you plan to steal it from Mortimer.
For a long time. Isn't that right?
Why, you little swine! You're planning to give it to Sir Gregory. You're looking to double-cross me and Piaggi too.
What on earth is he talking about?
What?
Mr. von Volner, would you be so kind as to calm yourself down, please? All I'm trying to do is make amends for His Eminence's errors. Sir Gregory should surround himself with better people, if you want my opinion, but Piaggi is a friend of my mother's.
What? You want to help Piaggi?
I just told you that's what my mother would do if she was here. I heard you in the corridor, and he seemed to be in serious trouble because of the lances. I'm only trying to help him.
All right, Louis.
Weird.
You were trying to manipulate me, but
I was.
Excuse me. I got a little bit carried away. But you can't get ahead by staying in the shadows on a case like this. There are already several of us searching for the Lance of Longinus. And it would be smarter to pool our information.
Unfortunately, I've barely made any progress. I'm still trying to find out what the original lance really looked like.
Let me reassure you, we've all been there, given the number of copies there are in existence. It also took us quite some time to discover its true shape. Many believe the central part of the head of the lance to be covered in gold, whereas, in truth, its center is made of an alloy of copper and iron.
That does make sense. In those times, a centurion wouldn't have any chance of possessing a lance made of gold.
Ah, that is the perversion of Christian idolatry. A copper lance could not have been noble enough to pierce the side of Christ.
Anyway, thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Louis. Keep me posted as to your research. We're bound to end up recovering it.
I'm counting on it. See you later. I managed to get the biography of Longinus the Centurion. Let's see what he can teach me. An interesting passage here tells me that the lance is engraved with the symbol of the first Christians. The fish.
Well, okay, wait. Okay. Well, sacred texts, I guess, are the next part. I'm confused. If I keep playing this game, I'm gonna end up with wrinkle lines in between my eyebrows. They're just gonna be permanent. My face is just gonna be stuck like this for the rest of time. It's me in a perpetual state of confusion as to what the fuck is going on. Okay. I'm wondering if I should get another drink. By another drink, I mean a drink. With gin. Alcohol. Should get some alcohol. Attempt this moment.
The Bible must mean the lance which finally took the life of Christ. The Gospel of St. John is the most detailed on the subject of the crucifixion. When they came to Jesus and saw that he was dead already, they broke not his legs. But one of the soldiers, with a shimmering lance, pierced his side, and forthwith there came out blood and water. And he that saw it bore witness. And his record is true. And he knoweth that he saith true, that ye might believe. A shimmering lance? What is this telling me? Medieval Hermetic traditions evoke the idea of using noble materials for relics, which the monasteries often made themselves in order to attract pilgrims. Of course, they had to inspire greatness. So here, we might think of gold, whereas a centurion could not have hoped for anything better than copper at the time. The true lance would not have been a luxurious weapon. The Bible must mean the lance which finally took the life of Christ. 4 Gospels each give an account of the death of Christ. Let's see what they can tell me about the lance. There's no mention of the lance in what Luke says about the death of Christ. There's nothing about the lance in this account of the crucifixion. This apostle does not mention the lance in his description of the death of Christ.
That's a face. Go this way first.
Fragment of amber.
Fragment of amber. Amber.
This sarcophagus is engraved with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter. He was basically an anti-pope. His path to the throne was pretty turbulent, and he had to be enthroned several times. The result of a long conflict between the papacy and the Holy Empire. Clemens III, Clément III in French. How come his tomb ended up here and not in the Vatican? This sarcophagus is beautifully made, but ancient. The stone is marked by the passage of time, but it's really well preserved.
Here, I thought we were going to open it up or something. Apparently not.
This one has no name. I wonder who it was for.
It's for you! Sorry, had to. It's just right there. It was such low-hanging fruit. This is true. We do have the ability to...
I can see that this spear has a so-called leaf shape. It is copper-rimmed. I can see the tip is engraved with the symbol of the Eye of Ra.
Not that one.
Devil's Thorn.
Oh, these sarcophagi. Who are they? Who is she?
Flavius Aetius. It was cut a long time ago. You could tell by the rough hacks of the tool and the patina of the stone. This sarcophagus is very ancient. I'd say it's several centuries old. Flavius Aetius, the one they call the last of the Romans. He was assassinated by his own emperor, who was jealous of all his victims.
Emperor.
But how did he end up here?
Missed a syllable in there. I've received an email communication. We'll deal with that in a later moment.
This lance has got a blade in the shape of a spear. Its blade is an iron or steel, I think. I can make out a rising sun engraved on the tip.
Not that one.
The sarcophagus has been ravaged by time. It's sort of ageless, I guess. It's entirely sculpted. These symbols, these grooves, cuneiform script. This is humanity's oldest alphabet, the language of Babel. Sadly, no one today even knows how to decipher it.
But luckily, there's Greek underneath it.
Text engraved beneath in ancient Greek, Sargon. Is this the tomb of a king? Judging by all the sculpted symbols of power, this is really ancient. The inscriptions are all eroded. I don't know what those marks mean, but maybe a stone or epitaph. Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better. We can see that this lance has a particular spear shape. It is coated in gold. You can distinguish the symbol of the fish engraved on the tip, barely noticeable.
Gold, though. Found it yet.
We can see that this lance has a leaf shape, and, well, it's in gold. I can see that a crucifix is engraved on the tip, just barely visible.
Nope. Examining that one. Fair enough.
Let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip.
Nope. I was say, yeah, no, he's gained his own sentience here now. He knows where he is and what he is.
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved.
And yet again, it is a nope.
I can see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
That sounds correct. But there's no blood on it. Let's keep looking.
This lance has
not right either.
A leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip.
That one's covered in blood. It's the wrong shape.
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be?
Just said that.
Let's see what we can find here. Ha! Great! Now let's see what's inside. The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer. Let's see what we can find here. Ha! Great! Now let's
Also, what did that get me for traits?
see what's inside. The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer.
Oh no, it's staying open. Okay. Every time you looked at it again, it looks like it got closed again, so figured maybe I could like pretend I had never opened it by putting it back or whatever, but Okay, so according to this, it is copper rimmed. Piaggi told me it was the shape of a boar spear, painting of Longinus, shape of a spear, shape of a spear. Statue of Longinus shows it as shape of leaf, discrete fish symbol engraved on the tip of the lance of Longinus statue. Biography of Longinus, centurion, the lance described being engraved with a symbol of fish. So with all of that, I'm leaning towards fish, copper, boar spear.
I can see this lance has a spear shape. It is copper rimmed. and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip. I must be sure of my choice. I cannot get it wrong. Am I absolutely sure this is the one to take?
Infiltrator? Okay. Join your mother at the wharf. I don't know. I really have to go all the way manually with nothing in between here and there. Just running. Needlessly running. Needlessly. Ah, no, there's going to be a little thing here. Not found all the clues enabling me to identify the Lance of Longinus. Not find all the copies of the Lance of Longinus. Oh. I think those are that big of a deal. I got the right one.
I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Can't equip all of them. Stinks. Stuck. Holy shit!
Wow, what's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur, I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick.
Hit him. Just hit him. You know, he doesn't have a vulnerability or an immunity to it, so. Boop. Just. Nope. Fine. Right in the face. Go. Just walks away. We're not gonna. Okay, I thought we were gonna have something a little more interesting than that, but now we just smacked him in the face and walk away. Okay, that happened. I said I was gonna get a drink. Let me go get a drink, because apparently I'm gonna fucking need one. This is about to go off the rails, isn't it? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I mean, would the conversation have actually helped, or would punching him made it better and faster and easier? Because, I don't know, I feel like punching him was pretty good. So, just saying. Oh, I guess I was supposed to talk to him. Fine. I will reload. I kind of agree, and I do regret it, but at the same time, it's fucking hilarious. Like, let's be honest. Getting to smack Napoleon in the face. Nice moment.
I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Did it again. It was remarkably satisfying. Mostly because Napoleon is a little shit. Also in real life. Don't scare me this time though. Aha!
Wow, what's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick. Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't think on getting rid of me so easily.
Ah, there we go.
Where have you been?
Did Lord Mortimer tell you you could trust me?
Yes, but...
So, I'm working
Unlock seductive? Ah.
for him right now, and you're wasting my time with your questions. Look, if he hasn't taken you into his confidence, then you shouldn't know yet.
I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Very well. Fair is fair. You've exposed me. Here.
Lodestone is.
This is what I took from him. Look, I'm sorry. I acted on a bizarre impulse.
I don't know either, and frankly, you have disappointed me. That said, it is not as bad as I thought it would be. Right. We'll leave it there. I'm glad that things have been cleared up.
So, are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
That's right. Go play somewhere else. See you later, monsieur.
Weird, okay. But hey, we get XP from that, I think.
Hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.
Smacking him was a lot faster. Just backhand him across the face. Felt nice. Felt nice. It was a lodestone, is what it said? I don't recall it being in my inventory, though. So I don't know exactly what it really was. Or when I picked it up, for that matter. Think noise. Boop.
Am I disturbing you?
Monsieur de Richet, it seems you are everywhere. Was Mr. von Wollner able to help you?
Help me?
Yes. For your armillary sphere.
Oh, yes, that.
Louis, everything all right?
Yes. Excuse me, I was miles away.
Oh, while you're here, you wouldn't know who the last guest is, would you?
What do you mean?
I heard Sir Gregory speaking about it. A certain Al-Asif something or other.
Who? What?
Obviously not. It's not important, forget it.
No, hang on.
It doesn't matter, I'm telling you. We'll find out soon enough. I'm in a hurry right now. I'm waiting for someone. See you later, Louis.
Shit. You're in a hurry.
See you later.
You're waiting. Hurry up and wait. I'm trapped. Oh boy.
Louis, perfect timing.
I knew this would go.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you. Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat.
What's wrong, my lord? Tell me. What's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in the search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
The wrong road?
Louis, Sarah has made her own choices of her own free will, and I would like for you to have the same chance. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons.
Nothing.
She's right.
Ah, he admits it.
I've inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Alright.
Lucifer, the fallen archangel, left heaven accompanied by 133,306,668 angels. Is it true that there are that many of you?
No, I assure you, Louis. Forget your Bible class. It's ridiculous. We are not angels. We don't have wings. There is certainly nowhere near 1,000,000 of us. And for that matter, no sacred human text represents us correctly. There are several families, and the family to which I belong has 8 siblings, including Gregory and myself.
Sir Gregory is your brother?
Yes, what can I say? You can't choose your family, but it is very difficult to know exactly how many of us there are because a large number of our kind remain hidden or never reveal themselves even to us.
And you truly have the power to manipulate the thoughts of men.
That's right. Every demon has the capacity to infiltrate the minds of men and to read and steer their thoughts.
And what do you do with this power?
We help them, of course.
Of course you do. And you expect me to believe that, I suppose.
Ah, fuck right. Immunity.
Demon is just a word. It all depends on what exists beneath the surface. I understand that this isn't easy. The culture of men is centered on the fact that demons are responsible for all the evils on Earth.
But if it's the same in every single culture, then maybe there might be something to it. Don't you think?
Certainly there is something to it. Control. Man has spent his existence wishing to believe in the supernatural and imposing his belief on others. What could be more convenient for manipulating the masses? A perfect, inaccessible being and a plethora of demons in every one. The perfect idea to relieve men of all responsibility while still finding them guilty.
Can you tell me more about your capacities, your supernatural powers?
Supernatural? From my point of view, they are perfectly natural. Well, Louis, just because the monkey does not fly doesn't mean that we should consider the bird a supernatural creature. We are all part of a grand design. We are simply made like this. By developing our art, we are able to read thoughts as well as write in the minds of men. It is possible for us to make them bow to our desire, but it doesn't work without leaving some scars.
You've been Mortimer for 600 years? How long have the demons been among mankind?
Oh, I don't think I'd be lying if I said that we have always been here.
If I follow you, you must have witnessed some of the greatest moments in history.
You could certainly say that, yes.
Did you experience ancient Rome?
Oh, yes. Luxury and decadence, Louis. My family did indeed reign supreme, but from this period I retain only the works of my friend, Marcus Vitruvius Pollio.
Did you know ancient Egypt?
Oh, yes, yes. We were gods on earth in those days.
What did men call you then?
Amenhotep IV.
The 10th pharaoh of the 18th dynasty?
Ooh, I see you're a connoisseur, Louis. Impressive.
Did you know ancient Greece?
In many ways, yes. One day Pericles, the next Parmenides. Just the memory of the time I spent working on acoustics with Pythagoras, well, it moves me quite deeply, to tell the truth.
Pericles. He's the one who brought Athens to its golden age, isn't he?
In a way, yes.
He established democracy and then died during an epidemic. It wasn't so long after his 2 sons passed away. Isn't that right?
Excuse me, Louis. I would rather not relive any more of that, if you don't mind.
You seem to be fascinated by Christ. You aren't him, are you?
Oh, no, not at all. He was my father, though. Strange as it seems.
I beg your pardon? Am I dreaming? Ugh, please tell me I'm dreaming.
We should have the chance to talk about all that again later, but yes, he was my father. All the mythology surrounding Jesus of Nazareth really stems from my father's prideful need to show himself among men.
I've noticed that you have a passion for the Crusades.
Among other things, yes. Mainly the third. It was during the siege of St. Joan of Arc that I took possession of Lord Mortimer.
And you've never changed skins or bodies since?
I have used other envelopes, but only to carry out very short tasks. Apart from that, indeed, I have been able to retain the identity of William Alexander Mortimer throughout the centuries.
Why should I trust you?
I'm not asking you to, Louis. If you are still in doubt about the demons, I can assure you that won't last long.
But why me?
Why do I tell you about...
No, calling them envelopes.
...revealed to man?
That's right.
I'm coming to that. Don't worry.
What has my mother got to do with all this?
She embarked on a crusade many years ago to kill all the demons.
That must have upset you. I imagine you retaliated.
No. I'm afraid she never forgave me.
Forgave what?
We met when she was still just a young woman. I appeared to her in a different form because I didn't want to reveal the identity of Lord Mortimer at that time. She was looking for someone interested in the occult to decipher an ancient book. We spent many years together until I revealed my true nature to her.
So, how does he possess someone else? What happens to the body he's in?
The old book was Al-Azif, wasn't it?
Did she speak about it?
Not so long ago, yes.
Indeed, it was already Al-Azif. She wanted to unlock the secrets.
What are the demons' projects for humanity?
Our aim has long since been to protect humanity from itself. On the other hand, although we give them the impulse to succeed, we don't all agree as to the path they take to achieve it.
How would you qualify your species, scientifically?
Good question. What is your area of expertise?
But this is his thing. Like, none of these will work. I will just hurt myself.
My lord, to tell you the truth, I don't see myself as a scientist.
Well,
Consider us as a simple species still unknown to most of men. Thus we are born. We have the capacity to change bodies, that is all.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you. If you could manipulate us mentally, what's the point of all the theatrics of the conference?
You must suspect that we asked ourselves that very same question. For many centuries, we didn't organize any conferences, and most of the time, it ended in civil war between demons. Many of us were killed during this period. The idea of organizing conferences was the answer to everything, the interest being to erect some rules among ourselves. Our family first divided up all the principal countries of the world. Now, whenever one of us wanted to propose a major change between these countries, they summon the demon in question and initiate a conference. The demon that initiates the proposition doesn't have to give notification of the subject of the conference beforehand. Consequently, we participate along with our best assets. Once the humans are brought together, the conference begins, but we are forbidden to use our talents to influence the participants. The first meeting is held in order to expose the subject to all the participants, followed by several days of reflection, during which we are allowed to be persuasive but not to impose our will. A second meeting closes the conference with a final vote.
So, for you it's a game, isn't it?
I understand your remark, but after living several centuries, you stand back and enjoy what reflection and pleasure you can.
But how do you agree on global policy?
Locally, we often have competing interests, and sometimes we start wars between men which are linked to our disagreements. Most of the time, our father steps in and gives directives, which my family follow to the letter.
Oh, Jesus.
In my opinion, it is high time we moved on.
What do you mean?
I mean that a new era must begin. The old monarchic regimes are outdated, and it's time to evolve.
So, von Borchert, he was looking for the Al-Azif for you.
Exactly. Al-Azif has always belonged to my family, Louis. And with good reason. My father wrote much of it. Can you tell me what you've done with...
What? You mean the Al-Azif?
No, I already know that. Sarah came here with it and got rid of it. I was thinking of von Borchert. He isn't essential, but he is a trusted person.
He's a prisoner at our headquarters in Paris.
All right.
Did what happened to Elizabeth Adams have anything to do with you?
Unfortunately, the poor girl became an issue between us, in spite of herself. A family of demons is still a family, and as in all families, there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, has always been under the patriarchal control of my father. As he and myself are not really on very good terms, sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
You did accept, though.
No, I would say rather I was presented with a fait accompli by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my castle, and everyone is the master of their own home.
It was you who killed her.
The child was already condemned, Louis. My
Fuck,
father
okay.
would have let her be. I had to pass inside her mind and, yes, make her take her own life. Trapped between the unyielding control of my father and your mother's terrible treatments, I wouldn't wish a life like that on anyone. Would you?
So neither my mother nor Peru were ever guilty. You just gave me the runaround with that whole investigation.
Now, don't take it the wrong way. I was obliged to keep up appearances so that Gregory wouldn't suspect me. And it enabled me to size you up, Louis.
Well, that was not... Okay.
I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
I've got an idea, but it might seem stupid.
Trust me.
Am I one? I mean, am I a demon?
Would you like that?
No, I don't think so. I'm just a man, and that's fine with me.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You, as much as me, you are one of us, Louis.
There it is.
You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth. Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from?
Natural charisma?
Manifested itself somehow. Have you ever had any visions?
No. Stop it. It's absurd.
Have you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you.
What do you mean?
Louis, I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, no, it's not possible.
You are my son.
There it is. There it is. What was the point of...
So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool. Don't make a move, you clowns!
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid! Not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like. He's in your head. He's in your soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jack, I did not betray you.
You're just like him.
Okay, let me double check his things. Vulnerabilities, etiquette, psychology, diversion, questioning will not work.
Monsieur Peru, I don't even know what this is all about.
It's quite simple. You're like them.
If that's enough to make me unforgivably evil, then I'd prefer you shoot. But I don't feel as if I've changed. I'm still the same man I was an hour ago.
They will corrupt you. It's inevitable.
And I won't be able to resist, like you are now.
Well...
Give me the benefit of the doubt. Think about it a moment.
So, what are you gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
These are such strange moments. Manipulation, and was the other one questioning? And he... cannot do that.
And you, Jack, how does it make you feel?
What?
Changes everything.
Well, why?
What?
How am I responsible for it?
I never said you were.
What?
You are his victim, Louis. But it...
I thought I picked manipulation, not... What? Did I pick questioning? Am I an idiot?
If I let you go, you will proliferate. I must stop all of you. And too bad for me if I have to die for it. You're just like him. You are already. You can't see it, or you don't want to see it, but it's already too late. In fact, I haven't got any choice.
You always have a choice. You know very well what will happen to you if you shoot me. You're going to be held accountable, and you will lose everything, starting with your freedom, and then your head.
I told you, I don't care.
Not about yourself, maybe, but what about your daughter? It wouldn't be the same for her, would it?
Shut up! Shut up!
She will be alone, in a world that you know is hostile. What will become of her?
That's true, but...
Don't abandon her. Not a second time. It's your last chance, my friend. It's over.
Well, didn't fail, so...
And good depend on you, and not on your nature.
Yes, it's true, and the same holds true for all of us.
Monsieur Peru, I am willing to overlook this latest scene. You can thank my son for that. I think, however, that you ought to take your leave for your good and ours, as well as that of your daughter.
I know, we're just gonna leave that guy on the floor. It's even checking to see if he's still alive. Doesn't matter.
Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
To tell you the truth, I don't get much time to ask myself those questions.
Quite right. Best not to react to all this too suddenly. Take some time to think about it all. For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterward.
They look nothing alike.
All in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there, inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside.
I don't like this meditation session.
You have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
But it'd be a violation of their most intimate thoughts, wouldn't it?
To begin with, there's nothing obliging you to do it. You already had the ability without even knowing it. I just gave you the option of putting it into practice if you want. Moreover, it would be wrong to evoke morality here. Every species is different, Louis, and this is the way we are made. That's all there is to it. You are free to use this talent or not. And what's more, it will be up to you to decide what to do with the thoughts you read. That is where the values of right and wrong do come into play. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this. When used between ourselves, you can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy, and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later, if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
Okay. Each use. At this point, you can earn one back when matched with an immune empty. 2 by exploiting a vulnerability, and 3 by consuming Devil's Thorn. Okay.
Let's see what Mortimer's thinking about.
He is thinking he might not have been clear enough with you when I told him. To try to read into Gregory or her experienced demons. It also applied to me, of course.
You can hear me think?
Of course I can. I can sense you. For the moment, your mind shines like 1,000 lights because you haven't yet.
Yeah, we're not done.
Concealment.
We're still not done.
So, I give you a weapon, and the first thing you do is try to shoot me with it? If my intentions were evil, you would already be at my mercy. So be very careful on whom you use the talent.
All right. Please excuse me.
And don't ever apologize, my son. You are far above that from now on. Now go. One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
This is,
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
Say that I am disturbed and or confused would be an understatement. Who else is feeling like that? Anyone else feeling a little pulled? Multiple directions? This is a very large rabbit hole. I think this is less a rabbit hole and more like a cavernous pit to which we cannot see the bottom. Or we are stuck here, observing from our perch.
Emily, what are you doing here? You wouldn't have seen... Mother? No! No, what's happened? No, Mother! No!
She's ruined my life, Louis. I am sorry.
What were you thinking?
Emma meant everything to me. Your mother destroyed everything by shooting her. She was me, and I was her.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Is this how this is supposed to go? Because it did say I failed at the... Yeah. It. Yeah, so apparently you can't spend that much time with Mortimer. Fuck. Gotta know what's going on with her. I can't let that go. We gotta...
I'm already pressed for
too many questions.
Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Too many questions. I need answers. I can't just... we're having the awkward chat, but I don't think we need to listen to the whole thing. We didn't get much out of that exactly. I'm gonna follow this guide.
De Richet,
That's
stick
what I'm
your
gonna do.
nose everywhere again.
Wow, what's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick. Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't think on getting rid of me so easily, De Richet. Where have you been?
I'm still looking for my mother, if you can believe it. I've been in the manor basement to check if she might have gone lost.
And did you find her?
No, not a trace.
I'm warning you, De Richet. I have got my eye on you. I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Very well. Fair is fair. You've exposed me. Here.
Hey, there we go.
This is what I took from him. Look, I'm sorry. I acted on a bizarre impulse.
I don't know either, and frankly, you have disappointed.
Yeah, the individual chapters is kind of nice. That being said, it does save checkpoints. Like I've noticed that it saves. I noticed that it saves checkpoints from time to time, and I can't go back to those checkpoints. I have to go back to the beginning of the chapter, and I wish I could skip through some of the dialogue too, especially since I've already done it.
Join my mother at the wharf now.
Birds were hard, apparently. Okay.
Am I disturbing you?
Monsieur de Richet, it seems you are everywhere. Was Mr. von Wollner able to help you?
Help me?
Yes. For your armillary sphere.
Oh, yes, that.
Louis, everything all right?
Yes. Excuse me, I was miles away.
Oh, while you are here, you wouldn't know who the last guest...
Butterflies are almost completely in sync with each other. Look at the ones that are on the left side of the screen. They're all flapping at the same time.
Something or other.
Who? What?
Obviously not. It's not important. Forget it.
No, hang on.
It doesn't matter, I'm telling you. We'll find out soon enough. I'm in a hurry right now. I'm waiting for someone. See you later, Louis.
Shit. I haven't time either. See you later.
All right.
Ah, Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Now we gotta start moving fast.
Please. It's time we had a little chat.
What's wrong, my lord? Tell me. What's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
The wrong road?
Louis, Sarah has made her own choices of her own free will, and I would like for you to have the same chance. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons.
And it's true.
She's right.
There we go.
Look at me. I've inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you.
I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis.
I didn't ask anything, so.
I have something to show you.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
I've got an idea, but it might seem stupid.
Trust me.
Am I one? I mean, am I a demon?
Would you like that?
Say yes. Let's see what happens if I say yes.
I must admit that the idea is appealing.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You, as much as me, you are one of us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth. Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from? Your talent must already have manifested itself somehow. Have you ever had any visions?
No. Stop it. It's absurd.
Have you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you.
What do you mean?
Louis, I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, no, it's not possible.
You are my son.
Liar!
There we go.
Well. So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool. Don't make a move, you clowns!
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid! Not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like. He's in your head. He's in your soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jack, I did not betray you.
You're just like him.
Monsieur Peru, I don't even know what this is all about.
It's quite simple. You're like them.
If that's enough to make me unforgivably evil, then I prefer you shoot. But I don't feel as if I've changed. I'm still the same man I was an hour ago.
They will corrupt you. It's inevitable.
And I won't be able to resist, like you are now.
Well...
Give me the benefit of the doubt. Think about it a moment.
So, what are you gonna do now? You've just
failed this one.
True nature. What difference does it make?
Wait, Jack! If it weren't for me, you'd be dead by now. You've seen who I am, and this so-called revelation makes no difference. I'm not a slave to my birth, and I refuse to pretend to be a victim. I am Louis de Richet.
Do you really believe you've got enough strength to resist him?
I am who I am. Only our actions truly define us. And you can threaten me all you want. It won't make any difference.
Don't change, Louis. You're strong. I wasn't able to make it. You're just like him. You are already. You can't see it, or you don't want to see it, but it's already too late.
You just told me that I'm strong and I can do this, and then you...
You always have a choice.
Yeah, okay.
You know very well what will happen to you if you shoot me. You're going to be held accountable, and you will lose everything, starting with your freedom, and then your head.
I told you, I don't care.
Not about yourself, maybe, but what about your daughter? It wouldn't be the same for her, would it?
Shut up! Shut up!
She will be alone, in a world that you know is hostile. What will become of her?
What's that?
True, but...
What? Consistent dialogue?
It's your last chance, my friend.
Consistent tone and voice acting?
It's over. Come now.
You know what I told you. Evil and good depend on you, and not on your nature.
Yes, it's true, and the same holds true for all of us.
Monsieur Peru, I am willing to overlook this latest scene. You can thank my son for that. I think, however, that you ought to take your leave for your good and ours, as well as that of your daughter.
Okay. Moving on again.
Shaken up? You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
To tell you the truth, I don't get much time to ask myself those questions.
Quite right. Best not to react to all this too suddenly. Take some time to think about it all. For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon...
Oh, we gotta go through this again.
Introduce you to your first talent.
A weird, awkward meditation session.
My son, relax. You hold immense power. It's already there, inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all
It'll help.
already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
But it'd be a violation of their most intimate thoughts, wouldn't it?
To begin with, there's nothing obliging you to do it. You already had the ability without even knowing it. I just gave you the option of putting it into practice if you want. Moreover, it would be wrong to evoke morality here. Every species is different, Louis, and this is the way we are made. That's all there is to it. You are free to use this talent or not. And what's more, it will be up to you to decide what to do with the thoughts you read. That is where the values of right and wrong do come into play. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying, and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy, and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later, if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
Okay.
Let's see what Mortimer's thinking about.
He is thinking he might not have been clear enough with you. When I told you not to try to read into Gregory or her experienced demons, it also applied to me, of course.
You can hear me think?
Of course I can. I can sense you. For the moment, your mind shines like 1,000 lights because you haven't yet mastered the art of concealment from the psyches of others. So, I give you a weapon, and the first thing you do is try to shoot me with it? If my intentions were evil, you would already be at my mercy. So be very careful on whom you use the talent.
All right. On that note, I'd better be going. I'm expected.
One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
Okay.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
Okay. Now let's go actually save Mom. Well, that was a...
in cold blood.
Here we go.
What is at stake here far outweighs our personal interests. I should...
Personal interests. I'm talking about my sister's life. She was my other half.
Calm down, Emily, calm down.
Louis, don't come near me.
I warned you what would happen if I found her.
Hold on. Psychology, right? Yeah.
Emily, put the weapon down.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Well, to be fair, we've all made mistakes.
Who's this?
And look at her, Emily. She's paid for hers.
I'm all alone now.
Duchess, I am sorry for what happened. I didn't have any choice.
Ah, you. Shut your mouth. You had the choice, all right. You used people according to your own desires, without any scruples.
Excuse me, Duchess, but we're in the same line of business.
Shut it!
And as for Emma, she knew only too well.
No, Emily. Look at me. Emily.
What did you say?
You need questioning and logic.
You're not like her. Neither you nor Emma are like Sarah. Ever since you got here, you've always tried to help me. I trust you, Emily. And Emma would never have betrayed me either.
No, she wasn't like that. She was loyal. But why did Sarah betray Emma? Why?
Your sister was supposed to hide something, and no one was supposed to have been able to find it.
And she would never have talked, even under torture. So why get rid of her?
Unfortunately, Emily, the creatures who live here employ methods that no one can resist.
I was going to get her out of there, for God's sake. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. I think maybe the logic is because Sarah shot Emma got the idea to, but how is she alive? I still don't get that. How is she alive?
Emily, Mortimer's a demon! In the literal sense of the word.
What a...
Lord Mortimer has been around since the Third Crusade. He fiddles with his family records so he can keep maintaining his identity. I know it sounds crazy, but I swear on everything I hold dear, that's the truth.
What? But when did...
Louis, Do you realize what you are asking me to believe?
I know, but it's the truth, Emily.
How do you expect me to accept this? We are in the Golden Order precisely to fight against such beliefs.
Do you remember those deeds we found behind the chimney? They weren't fake. There's a reason why they're all signed by his same hand.
Demons.
In his study, he keeps the Mortimer family tree. They produced only boys, just one per generation since the Third Crusade, and they are all called William. He justifies his own existence, Emily.
Look, I'm going to believe you, but if you're taking me for a ride...
Unfortunately for us, it'd be impossible to even make up a story like that.
All right, I believe you. Thank him. You owe him your life.
I have always been very lucky to have him as my son.
Speaking of,
I really thought my next breath would be my last.
Well, anything's possible.
This is no time to be joking. Just help me climb aboard this boat, and let's get off of this cursed island.
No, I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you, until you've told me everything.
Toma, we gotta talk. Oh, there are good ways here all around. Let's use our little new ability thing.
No, 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 not now, no. Make him not want to know.
Alright.
I know everything.
No. I beg you, please trust me. He's manipulating you. We must leave.
Paris.
Can't you see he wants you? And he'll do anything to turn you against me.
Number 12 on Rue des Martyrs.
He had to pay for what he did to me. I panicked. There she was with the baby due. I thought it was the right time to touch it, but
touch it? By disemboweling her and stealing me from her?
The girl was already condemned to die. He never leaves any witnesses behind. She meant nothing to him. And I absolutely had to find a way of stopping him.
You lost your mind or what? How did you stop him by stealing a baby?
He was multiplying. I had to do something. It took me years to pick up his trail again, Louis. From the second I took you in, I couldn't bear to be apart from you. I looked after you, fed you, raised you, like a mother.
You made me in your own image.
No, you're wrong. I devoted my whole life to teaching you to distinguish between right and wrong, so you would have the choice. You are not like him.
But you never told me.
I wanted to. I very nearly told you everything, at least a dozen times.
You didn't though, did you? Why?
I don't know, Louis. Couldn't. Not after Venice.
Ah.
Talk to me about Venice.
Oh no. Louis, let's go. I'll tell you everything once we get home. Now come.
You never wanted us to speak about it again. Winter 1791. Do you remember?
Louis, no. We agreed to never speak about it again.
Now I understand. We were on the trail of a businessman. We broke into his place one night. We ran into his wife.
Not that, Louis. It's in the past.
She too was pregnant. Was he Mortimer's as well?
Louis,
Answer.
Yes!
What became of the child?
I gave it away.
For him too? You became his mother, didn't you?
No, I gave him to a couple who couldn't have children. I never saw him again.
How many children have you stolen from him?
I saved all of you, Louis. I gave you a normal life. Louis, yes. I made mistakes in the past, but now I'm ready to...
Do you consider me a mistake?
No, not you. You are what I am most proud of in my whole life. You are good. You fight to do right. You are not like him.
Still, he is my father. Why did you steal me?
You don't want to know, believe me.
For once in your life, be honest. Why all this mess? Why do you have it in for him so much? Why?
Because I'm his daughter. I know
oh,
what
shit.
he's doing. I see he has his eye on you. He's hovering around you, tempting you. He did it to me before you. And if you don't live up to his expectations, he will cast you away.
Wait, so that makes her my sister? Am I wrong? Mom is actually my sister? Oh, I'm so confused. What?
That what happened to you?
I wasn't good enough for him, so he rejected me.
What do you mean?
He tried to initiate me, but it would seem I am unable to develop his talent. I can't withdraw my mind from my body.
I get it. The reason why you abducted me is because he didn't love you, isn't it?
He doesn't love anyone, Louis. Don't be taken in.
Forgiveness is the order of the day?
You are my mother. Whatever you've done, I can't take that away from you.
She's also your sister, but...
In time, we will find a way of putting it all behind us.
Oh, thank you, Louis. Thank you. I will never lie to you again. Come on, let's go.
No, Mother. I'm not going back with you. I can't.
What do you mean? Louis, you can't stay here.
Don't worry about me. I have to stay. I still have a lot to learn. But you go.
Louis!
I'll see you in Paris. Don't worry. Here. This is yours.
Bye. All right.
Louis, you've got the lance. You can beat him. If you hit him with it, he won't be able to escape from his mortal envelope, and he will die with it.
Hope I got the right lance. Yeah, look at that. All these lovely skills. Nicely done. Nicely upgraded. What matters at this point? Can't do anything here.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse. No, this is an advantage. I get used to this pretty quickly, I think. Damn it, what a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
This place, apparently. Jesus is his grandpa. I know, right? We're just gonna let that one slide, apparently. Not talking about it. Like...
Sir Gregory?
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Powdered Uncle Demon.
How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
What do you mean by brothers and sisters if we can change bodies?
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world, we retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man, we are brothers. If we are born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit,
binary.
there's absolutely no real importance. They're just bodies.
That's fair. All right. That's actually a really great explanation of being trans. It doesn't matter what the body is. The mind is what it is.
Well, tell me then, are there any other families like ours?
There are officially 7, but we're the oldest. And
that's fair. Envelopes.
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition.
Has he always been like that?
More or less, but thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling greatly accentuated his discomfort.
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can.
Father who art in heaven. I know, right? Every time he says it, it runs through my head a little bit. The little that I know of, at least.
How long has our family been in existence?
We have been here since the very beginning.
What do you mean, exactly?
Are you trying to get information? Me?
No, not at all. I was just wondering why that particular question seemed to disturb you.
Let us not insist, then. You yourself weren't very convinced by the question, it seems.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand, regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself, is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help, and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
Ian, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not feeling. Why does it feel like this is such a bad choice to make? I know, but Yeah.
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient.
And one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He
Say that
uses
again.
an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. We are eternal, Louis. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
Yes, I understand, but that's more like tyranny, isn't it?
Well, it's all a question of your point of view. From man's point of view, I can understand how he would have that impression if ever he found out. But don't forget your true nature. From the demon's point of view, in other words, ours, letting man do as he thinks fit would equate to letting him race to his own demise.
But what about man's freedom to choose?
That is man's worst enemy, Louis. Imagine a creature that dies without reaching the age of adulthood. It remains a child. We have to help him, otherwise he will put himself in danger. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Are you suggesting he might be in danger?
Well, Louis, our father's patience is not limitless. If William ever does go too far, then yes, he will be in danger. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to help you in any way, go now.
Okay.
Emily, can I come in?
No, it's not a good time. Not right now. Leave me alone.
I can tell from your voice that there's something wrong. Let me in. We have to talk, Emily.
I said no, goddamn you.
She's just in the corner in her underwear.
You know full well that getting yourself worked up like this is not going to help.
Her sister just died, you prick.
It won't bring Emma back.
Forget. I couldn't give a damn if it makes any difference. I only want to not think of anything. And then get out of here. I told you not to come in.
Emily, I only want to talk. I understand that you're upset after everything.
You understand? You understand nothing.
Listen.
I had no idea. No.
Time. Even
not at all.
Dumbfounded. Dumbfounded. Do you want to know how I feel?
Yes, I would like to.
My whole life has just gone up in smoke. Everything I believed in, gone, blown apart. I have killed a part of myself.
Yes, I know how you feel.
No, I don't think so.
I found out that my mother has been lying to me all my life. That she's not my real mother. I told her to go far, far away.
Why, Louis? What have we done to deserve this?
I don't think that's the question. We haven't done anything. Only made choices for which we must accept responsibility.
And what if I no longer have the strength to do so?
But you do. It's just too early for you to feel it. But believe me, we've all lost something here.
All this, everything that's happened, it's a nightmare. I want to wake up.
Emily, calm down and put down that glass.
I know you're telling the truth about Mortimer and Home. I know they are demons.
That's not all.
Go on.
I'm one of them, Emily. I'm a demon too.
I know.
But how?
Sir Gregory stopped by to tell me. He wanted to bid me a welcome.
I don't understand.
Really?
Welcome to the family.
Jesus fucking Christ, I slept with you!
Mortimer's daughter, Louis.
What?
No. My sister!
So, we have...
We are brother and sister?
is too much, Louis. Much too much for me, Louis. I can't look myself in the mirror. I should never have spent the night with...
No shit!
To you from the moment we first spoke.
Now I understand why.
Do you realize what that means? I'm a monster.
These are both bad options. These are both bad options. I don't know what to pick. I mean, one is incest, the other is just bad.
We couldn't have known. We made a mistake, damn it.
Oh, that feeling. It hurts all of a sudden.
She's there. I can feel her inside me. She's
Oh.
trying to read my thoughts. Emily, don't do that. Get out of my mind, please. Let me remind you that it's forbidden between demons.
Sorry, Louis. I didn't want to.
I have a sister.
It's very strange.
What in the Pornhub? Oh my god, yes.
Yes.
Yes. I must get some rest. I must ask you to leave me now.
All right, but don't finish that bottle.
Don't start now. I would like to get some sleep.
I'll be leaving you then. Thank you, Emily.
Okay. Let's move forward, shall we? What other fun surprises might we find along the way? Ah. Oop. Oop. Oop.
Leave me, de Richet. I want nothing more to do with you. I'll have left within the hour, and I wish never to see you again for the rest of my life.
Alright, fair enough.
Dear,
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Now it's kind of impossible to avoid him, isn't it?
Louis, busy as always, I see. How lucky you are. I must admit I'm trying to kill the boredom myself.
I get the impression we're all in the same boat.
And here I was thinking you might have some juicy gossip.
Me? No, nothing at all. And you?
I would like to be able to say yes, but it's been dead quiet.
The only one with anything to say is Duke Manuel. But with that accent of his, I don't understand a word he says. It's exasperating.
Right. I've wasted enough time. I'll keep our conversation to myself, Mr. President. Anyway, I must be going now.
See you later, Louis.
Okay. I'm just gonna finish and see if there's other people here to talk to, and if not, then I think we're gonna call it for the night.
Why is his study in such a mess? Looks like Volner's planning something.
It's a mess. Oh. The hay again?
What a mess. Looks like Volner was interrupted.
But we already did this. Okay, weird. I'm stuck on the chair.
His Holiness awaits my report.
All right. There's not much to say here. Yeah. Not really. Oop, hold on.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Well, that's everything then, I think. Well, I guess we didn't look at... Although, didn't we? Yeah. Not happening. Okay. Well... This was an experience. It never seems to stop with this game. Hopefully this will do enough to save it where it needs to be saved. Yeah, alright. So yeah, what the fuck? I don't even know what to say here. It's been non-stop. Yeah, it's just buffering. Just buffering right now. Yeah. So this happened. I don't know what else to say. This is a weird game. Yeah. It's wild for sure. It's not bad. It's just it ain't pulling punches, I guess is what I might say at this point. And some of this feels a little left field. Just a little bit. A little bit. Like, were there little bits of lores peppered in around there to suggest that Mortimer was some kind of, you know, eternal being, immortal in some kind of way? Yes, but at no point was it very well suggested that not only are you yourself also a demon that is immortal and can possess other people and such, not in particularly good ways, but so is Gregory, and so is Emily, and therefore so potentially must be Emma, who, if she's immortal, she must not be dead, which I guess could be why she didn't die the first time. And then I'm assuming how she is unable to have been killed the second time. So she's probably still alive. And your mother, who's apparently also maybe one, but also not, but confusing. I'm sitting here being like, who else at this house is a demon then? Do we have to kill everyone? Like, very confused. But okay. Yeah, I feel like it could have been much better with better script writing. Yeah. And Ragnarok, while I think you are correct in terms of where they may go, it sounds kind of like they are born with a body. Because that's how Louis was brought into the world, essentially. He was, you know, his mother was given a forcible C-section, basically. Therefore, this is the body he's always had. So I then presume that Emma and Emily are actual twins, and also both demons. Unless maybe Emma is kind of like Sarah, where she doesn't have like the special abilities and shit, and maybe that also includes the immortality, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. He slept with both his sisters. He slept with both of them. Yeah. That is a valid point. I think we might have gone beyond Pornhub. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, we gotta wrap up. I want to go to bed. I need to let my brain rest from this. And luckily, I don't have to get up early tomorrow. It's gonna be so lovely getting to sleep in. And by sleeping in, I mean I get to sleep until 9. I'm officially 30 years old now. I'm excited about sleeping in past 7 a.m. Never thought I would see that day. Legitimately. Anyway, that is it for our stream for today, for this week, as we are done for now. So yeah, we will not be streaming. I will not be streaming on Thursday. It is a holiday. I will be not here. Ergo will not be streaming. Yeah, so however, all of that being said, I am kind of thinking and planning to try and stream on Sunday, so keep that in mind. We'll talk more about that on the Discord, I think. Just because I feel like we have to be close. We have to be close. Based on the number of chapters in the thing, I think we've got one more session, and then we'll wrap up the council, and that'll be a good way to then start the next week, perhaps. So... yeah. Anyway, either that or I suppose because next week I'm not going to be streaming on Thursday either because I'll be traveling that day. I'm going out to Chicago for the thing, which reminds me I have to do that registration before it closes. Haha. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Anyway, that's it for tonight. That's it for this week. Thanks all for joining. Spiel time. I want to thank all my subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting me on the channel. If you don't yet subscribe and you'd like to, hit that button. It helps me out a lot. I can also thank my followers for supporting the channel in the way that you do as well. If you hit that follow button, you'll be notified when I go live. If you want to be notified ahead of time, you can follow me at BOSTrophyWife on Instagram and on Twitter. I post usually day of the day that I'm going to be streaming. I also post in my Discord. The link is right there in the chat. It's a fun little community where we got memes, we've got chat about upcoming streams, games we want to play, lots of different things. So feel free to join that if you'd like a little community. It's a nice place to be. If I do say so myself. And then, of course, I've got my entire stream archive up on YouTube all the way over there, BOSTrophyWife as well. Yesterday's stream will be up tomorrow, and this stream will be up Thanksgiving Day, so on Thursday. So keep an eye out for that if you'd like. But it's got my entire my entire archive of streams dating back to my first ever stream, if you believe it. So. It's got everything. It's got everything. What else? And then, yeah, no, I think the only other thing left is that I do have a tip jar through Ko-fi. Link is right there in the chat as well. If you click on that, any little bit you can give definitely helps me a lot. If you're a subscriber and you like to support me further, or if you can't subscribe at this time but you like to support me financially all the same, any little bit definitely is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And that is it for tonight. I don't think there's anything else to say, anything else to do. This is a wild fucking game, and I do not know where it is going to go. So we'll see. Have a great night, everyone. I hope you sleep well, and I hope you do not have to dream of whatever the fuck happened in this game. Have a great night, everyone. I'll talk to you all soon. And if you're here in the United States, I hope you have a wonderful holiday that is at least somewhat restful and filled with lovely food. So, have a great night, everyone. Have a great week, and I'll see you all soon. Mwah.